Welcome to the chase, where the sense of thrill. Ben and John are here, making time stand still. Diving deep where others just pretend. They get kind on the journey, chasing descent. Chasing descent, when truth's the quest. Ben and John won't give it a rest. In a maze of facts, they find a way, bringing the dawn of a clearer day. They laugh, they grow, they take no signs through rabbit holes. They take their strides when live after they haven't said. Ben and John chase the descent. So hit subscribe, don't be content. Join the chase, the omnipresent. With Ben and John, no time is misspent. On the trail with chasing descent. So hit subscribe, don't be content. Join the chase, be omnipresent. With Ben and John, no time is misspent. On the trail with chasing descent. They laugh, they grow, they choose the quest. Ben and John, where choose the quest. They laugh, they grow, they take no thoughts through rabbit holes. They take their stride. They laugh, they grow, they take no thoughts through rabbit holes. They take their strides. When adventure they haven't set. Ben and John chase and descent. So hit subscribe, don't be content. Join the chase, be omnipresent. With Ben and John, no time is misspent. On the trail with chase and descent. Descent. So hit subscribe, don't be content. Join the chase, be omnipresent. With Ben and John, no time is misspent. On the trail with chase and descent.
Good evening. I'm here tonight to give you an update on some things that have happened today. Because I made a whole video to put up, and it's been copyright blocked, so can't use it. I'm gonna have to take out the visuals out. This- It's just it's getting to the stage you can't actually use anyone else. You can't even use clips these days because you get copyright hit all the time. So it's going to be more and more self-generated content. I think if anyone wants to be on YouTube, which is fair enough. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, I think he's still alive. He's communicating. So, other than that, I don't know. I spoke to him once today. He's all right. Anyway, how's everybody else? That's the question. So there's been quite a few things happen today I did say that I thought I might do a little show tonight and bring you up to speed on some stuff that I had stored. So I will do that. I've also have I got a treat for you? Um, I'm gonna play out with something that you've never seen before, and I think you'll love it. But you know, that's that's going to be at the end, and we'll see how that goes. So I see the Spanish police have called off the search for Jay Slater. Apparently, uh, I don't think there's any resolution though. So I'm just assuming they're assuming that he has disappeared. and they can't find him anymore. So, there you go. It's happened before with smaller people, certainly. So we'll see what happens. I know, was England playing tonight? How did they do? Pass, fail? I don't know. I've spent most of the day watching the Grand Prix and making videos about it. I made a music video this morning as a teaser for it. Then I watched the Grand Prix, which was okay. It was getting quite exciting because Lando Norris was catching Verstappen at a fair rate of knots towards the end of the race. Certainly looked a lot faster than Verstappen did, and it was looking like there was going to be a good fight. And then Verstappen went all scorched earth on him, ran into him, punctured both their back tyres, then forced him off the track on the way back to the pits because he didn't want Lando to get to the pits before him. So actually forced him into the grass. In my view, conduct that is unbecoming a world champion. In fact, conduct that's unbecoming any sportsman, really. And I think I think it needs to be dealt with more harshly. So he got a 10-second penalty for not for causing a collision, which is fine, but it made no difference to his race once he rejoined. So the 10-second penalty didn't make any difference to him. But nobody has commented on him blocking the way and forcing Lando into the grass as they were heading back to the pits. So I think that needs to be addressed. I think it's an outrageous behaviour from anyone that purports to be a sportsman, and especially one that's meant to be a world champion. And these guys are meant to be at the pinnacle of motorsport. Verstappen's just not cut out for it. He's just, all these top guys are narcissistic to a degree, but this guy takes it to a completely new level. He's completely out of order. I think it's quite disgusting, in fact. So after I've done this, I'll recut my video and see if I can get it up, because, pardon the expression. Hello, Adam. Oh, you're gonna love what's coming at the end, Adam. You need to stay to the end. I'm playing out with a special song. I think you'll like it. Right. So where are we? Let's start with what's been happening in the world today. What have we got? Ah, right. So speaking of Mad Max, the Max Verstappen. Here we go. Here's Mad Wax, and welcome to Canada. So this Canadian waxing salon has been fined 35 grand by the Canadian government for refusing to wax a male transvestite's balls. There you go. So we went from I'm not baking you a cake to I'm not waxing your balls. Oh, by the way, I just caught Stephen King lying on Twitter because he posted that the average temperature in June in Sarasota in 1993, and I don't know why he chose 1993 in particular, but 1993 was 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And then he posted that the average temperature this June was 91 or something. And, when I went to Weather Service and looked at the average temperature for June in Sarasota for the month of June, it was 80.76 degrees. So I'd call that a lie, Stephen. Having said that, you're a work of fiction writer, are you not? And you've just continued to write fiction, complete and utter fiction. Staying in Canada, sausages. What the actual is going on here, and would you eat these things? That's just wrong. It's just wrong. It's just wrong, isn't it? No one would. No one would. What have we here? I've got a picture that I don't understand. I'm going to click it. This could be dodgy. It's Richard Tice. I was right. It is dodgy. This is the picture I was talking to you about yesterday. So this is Richard Tice showing that he is down with the diverse kids. That's not creepy at all, Richard. You know, that's really, that really gives me a warm sense of, I don't know, family or something. That's just not a good look. That's not a good look, is it? I mean, and what's with the large extended thumb? Where's that going? Yeah, it's not a good look, Richard. Just don't do it. You know, don't do it, mate. Speaking of not a good look, what's this guy take on these days? Because why would you put a picture like this up? And he put it up, or his person running his account put it up. I mean, I didn't really had such a bad squint. Look at the squint on that. You can't tell if he's looking at you or if he's looking past you. What eye would you look at if you were talking to him? Sure, it's quite a shift, isn't it? Hello, how are you doing? Oh, hello, Andrew. You're over there, are you? For someone that purports to be the perfect specimen of malehood, he is indeed. He is indeed a flawed human being, indeed. In fact, I would say almost deformed with a squint like that. It's too much something, I think. Right, so. Oh, who's this guy, Kobbie Mainoo or whatever? Why is everybody melting down over him just telling people what his name is? I mean, it's absolutely incredible. They're all going, the papers are going nuts, you know. He had a brilliant answer to some question. Some reporter asked him a question, you know, they call such and such something, a nickname. He goes, what do they call you? And he goes, they call me Kobbie. That's not funny. It's not witty. Or am I just missing something? Am I just missing something? I didn't think it was sounded particularly funny or witty. I mean, it's just his name. Call you a twat, probably. Anyway, right. Oh, do you remember the other day I told you that Kenya was having severe protests and they were rioting in the streets and people were actually, the protesters were actually getting shot. I have some pictures of the riot police in action. Well, just one actually. But there you go, Kenya, during the protests. Get your priorities right, mate. Get your priorities right. So, yeah. I think that tells us exactly where your loyalties lie in Africa. And I know I'm ripping through this quite quickly, but it's a Sunday evening, and you know it's been a long week. Yeah, I know. Well, 40 inches might be a big one if you're in a mud hut. Sorry, did I just say that out loud? Anyway, where was I? Right, let's have a look at Joe Biden and the 2012 vice presidential campaign, shall we?
Vice President Biden.
Let me translate. Let me have a chance to translate.
I'll come back in a second then, right?
First of all, Ronald Reagan tax breaks, he gave specifics of what he was going to cut. No, number one, in terms of tax expenditures. Number two, 97% of the small businesses in America make less than $250,000. Let me tell you who some of those other small businesses are. Hedge funds that make $600-800 million a year. That's what they count as small businesses because they're passed through. Let's look at how sincere they are.
So you can actually hear that is Joe Biden. I know it doesn't look like him, but you can hear that, and you can hear him starting to get to the point where he's starting to stutter. And then we have yesterday or the other day, and we have this.
I saw in him then the same character that I see in him today. And even though he has faced unimaginable tragedies, his optimism is undaunted. His strength is unshakable. His hope is undeterred.
Yeah, that is a man in the severe stages of dementia, and I think most most of the people who have half a brain and are a little bit honest, um, that are a little bit honest, are going to say, yeah, we can't run them, and I think the Democrat Party, I'm surprised, haven't pulled them yet, but I think that they will pull them this week coming. Um, you can't run the man. I mean, look at the state. That's a shell of a person. And you weren't here last night, Adam, but the whole clone theory is definitely put to bed because if you had a clone, you would have used it during the debate, and they didn't. So I think you can quite comfortably say they don't have a clone. No clones here. A clown, maybe, but not a clone. Now, the other ones are the average Joe in the street, and I still see an incredible amount of people saying I'm still voting for Biden. I, I, I don't understand what they expect to happen. Do they expect them to get better? Because that's really not the prognosis here, and it's not something that really happens. You might have lucid days, but Joe's out to lunch. He's gone. So yeah, I think it's time that they put Joe out to. You couldn't even put him out to stud now, could you? You just have to put him out to grass. Anyway, I think the next one might be a setup, but it's a good setup, and it could happen in Glasgow. It could definitely happen.
I finally made it. I'm in Glasgow, home of the Tunnocks tea cake,
Oi,
bagpipes.
Shut the fuck up, you silly English
People are so welcoming as well.
So yeah, I quite like that. It tickled me. I hope it tickled you. I think the problem, Adam, is the problem with them pulling Biden from the ticket is apparently some states have already got him on the ballot, and they would need to be a write-in if they replaced him. So then you're relying on the great unwashed to be able to write, which is tricky. Because they'd have to write Gavin Newsom and then scratch the Rex. So I don't know if that would work. And you wouldn't be able to use the counting devices for that. You'd have to use people. So I think the Democrats are done. I don't think they could win this election now. I think. I mean, they can't, in all good conscience, run him as a presidential candidate. Surely, I mean, the world must be laughing their absolute butts off. And you see them at the G7, and it's like they're all babysitting them. I mean, what are people saying out with? Out with earshot of for the Americans or whatever, because it's making that country a laughing stock. And to be fair, it should be making every country that still cows to America a laughing stock as well. It's a joke. To get your credibility back, you better do something. You better do it quick, because this isn't working. It's not working, America. Right, where are we? Now, I'd like to know, there was a big furore on Twitter about this as well, about the coconuts, and no doubt you've heard about the coconuts. So this is, and I think what we have here are the coconuts. The coconuts are being seized and placed in an evidence bag. Now, I don't understand why the people are so enraged about the coconuts being taken and placed in an evidence bag, because I believe the coconuts are indeed evidence, are they not? Because if you have lifted someone for, abusing people by purporting them to be, calling them a racial slur in this case. Is a coconut a fruit? No, is it a nut? Is it a true nut? I don't know. That's something. See, if we had a producer, I could go, Andy, is a coconut a nut? Or is it a fruit? But we don't. Hello, Emma. Good to see you. So the coconuts have been placed in an evidence bag, obviously, to be used as evidence, and I can't see the problem with that. I don't understand why people are like mocking the police for doing that, because you need evidence. I mean, I once in Kilwinning came out of the police office, which is basically just a shop in the high street, and I stepped out the door, and this guy was running out of John Menzies, which was opposite. And John Menzies at that point was like a W.H. Smith's, except it was called John Menzies and it sold the same stuff. And this guy was running out of there with an Easter egg and a bottle of Iron Brew. And the manager was chasing them. And obviously, because we were local bobbies, we knew them. So the manager goes, he's just stolen that Easter egg and the Iron Brew. So I takes off in pursuit after this guy. And he turns round. And we're in an alleyway between shops, running down towards the back exit. He turns round and throws the Iron Brew at me, which I skillfully dodged, and it landed and smashed on the ground. But what a terrible waste of Iron Brew. He then continues off running, and I, being a young and relatively, well, actually I was pretty fit at that point, I, being a young and fit police officer, went off in hot pursuit. With my radio telling people where I was and what was happening, and we ran across the back of the yard, the delivery portion of the shopping precinct, and across the main road. He narrowly avoided getting run down. I also avoided being run down. He then just ran up to about a 3-4 foot wall and vaulted over it. And being a local bobby and knowing the area, I knew that wall had like a 20-foot drop on the other side. So I runs up to the wall, looks over, and there he is sprawled on the ground with the Easter egg. And he's bringing himself up to his knees. And I thought, well, I'm not jumping down there. So I went round the side. And as I get round the side, he was just climbing the big chain link fence into the school grounds. So I climbed after him and he ran across the school grounds, which was a big green field, and I continued chasing him because it's my duty. I was doing my duty. So I chased him right across the school, and he dropped the Easter egg right in the middle of the green fields, and the schools were off. It was the summer holidays. There was nobody around. And he dropped the Easter egg, and I kept chasing him because I thought I'll come back for that later. So eventually we jump the fence at the other side. We run across a few housing estates. We then get to the railway station, and he runs across the railway lines. And I thought, I'm not doing that because they'd just been electrified. And I thought, that's way too dodgy. So I went up and over the bridges, and I caught him eventually in the car park at the other end. And he got lifted, and we went back, and I went to pick up the Easter egg, which was still sitting where he dropped it. And I picked up the Easter egg, and I'm thinking, this box is awfully light. And the package is there, but there's no Easter egg. Somebody'd eaten it. I'm like, what's that? And I looked around, and there's, right off in the far corner, the janitor's cutting the grass. And I go, did you see him touch this Easter egg? And he's like, no. So he'd obviously eaten the evidence. Needless to say, though, I've retained the packaging and used that as my evidence for the crime of shoplifting, of which he was subsequently found guilty and fined something like 35 quid. And the compensation ordered to John Menzies, obviously. So there you go, another useless story from the annals of being a beat bobby and co-winning. Right, now, the next one, I'd like to know what this is all about. I don't know. I just saw it on Twitter and I thought, that's interesting. And I'm thinking, surely the council's got something to say about this. Surely. this in Ireland? It sounded a bit Irish, mind you. I mean, it's pallets. But what the actual is going on here? And you know what's going to happen because that's just crying out to be set on fire, isn't it? What the actual is going on? If someone can help me out, maybe Shalini would know, but it's obviously not here tonight. But yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there. So, be interesting. Be interesting. And that's us nearly at the end of the show. Is there anything I haven't covered? What did I say I was going to cover in the blurb? Let me just check my blurb. I said we were going to cover Biden to. Hold on. Right. What did we say? No, it wasn't that one. Why has that come through as Ask Me Anything? No, it hasn't. Has it? What's going on? Oh, hold on. Bear with me, people. Sorry, I'm beginning to sound like Joe Biden. Right. Pop-up covering a few things and breaking news that's happened today from Biden to Jay Slater. Covered both of them. Kobbie Mainoo to Max Verstappen. And I've covered all of them. And just in case you're interested, or if you're not, I'll tell you the results of the race. So because of the fracas between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, George Russell won the race. The plastic spice won the race. With Oscar Piastri second, Australian, for McLaren. And third place we had Carlos Sainz, who staunchly defended and refused to allow the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, who is obviously stealing his seat next year, staunchly refused to allow him to pass him, which is all good. But that was all good, clean fighting, you know. That was good. Lots of people sneaking into Glastonbury. What do you people think of Glastonbury? Because I think these people have lost it. They really have. Is the irony of it being a music festival and them supporting a group that didn't do very nice things at a music festival lost on them? Is it really? Because I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Are these people that stupid? They probably are. They probably are indeed. Well, we've had about half an hour. Let's see if there's anything else that we want to talk about. If there's anything new in the Twitters. Oh, good group. Some. So Kim.com posted a Twitter thing about where New Zealand is and how there isn't any. There isn't. Can you hear Glastonbury from where you are, Adam? The massive walls and watchtowers. It's like going into a concentration camp. That's crazy. A corporate event. Yeah, it probably is, yeah. Emily wrecked it. Who's Emily? Coldplay were on last night, and there's been mixed reviews. I mean, Charlotte the Baroness, she said it was brilliant, but some other guy said they're so bland it's like listening to blancmange. So as I was saying, Kim.com had posted a picture of New Zealand and surrounded by water, and he said, if you want to survive a nuclear winter, come here. We will survive. And I said, yes, but how would one stop the government trying to kill you? Somebody said, fortunately, Jacinda Ardern has moved to be the new sex object of Prince William. Hence all the Kate issues. Leaving New Zealand now safe-ish. Yeah, I'm not convinced about that. Let's talk about France. France is the results in, and Marine Le Pen has comprehensively won the first round. So, and it's looking like she's going to win round 2, which means that Macron won't have a party. So there's not really any point in them being a president. So it's probably looking like you'll have to stand down or whatever, which would lead to Le Pen being completely in charge of France. And so because a far right party, and France has got a far left, a centrist, which is Macron allegedly, and then the far right. So they don't have the left and the right with people in the middle. It's always got to be far now. I don't know why it has to be far, but it has to be far. So the far right, represented by Le Pen, the doctors and teachers are going to go on strike, and if she gets in, so they're going to become ungovernable. Yeah, we'll see how long that lasts. Because see if you're not getting paid. Yeah, especially in France, because France isn't cheap, right? The only thing that's cheap in France is wine. And strangely enough, real Christmas trees. But apart from that, France isn't cheap to live in. So see when you're not getting paid, we'll see how that works out for you. How long you stay on strike. But yeah, it's the French, they're like that anyway. They're militant assholes. Oh, excuse me. Right. Oh, someone followed me. I was just saying to my wife today that I hardly have any followers on Twitter these days because nobody seems to follow you anymore. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I used to have like 15,000 followers, and now I've got like 380. But I'm not moaning about it because, to be honest, all getting followers does now is attract unwelcome attention to you. So you're better off without it, probably. Right. Let's see if there's anything else happening on Twitter. Kate Forbes has backed the J.K. Rowling. Oh, where's the picture of? Where's the picture of the? Hold on. Let me see if I've missed a picture because there was a picture I was going to show you. Oh, there it is. There it is. This is what's standing for. Well, this is the First Minister of Scotland. Yeah, check this out. What the hell? I mean, if he looked like one before, he definitely looks like one now, doesn't he? It's quite scary indeed. How did I miss that picture? That's strange, but anyway. There you go. Right, so Kate Forbes has backed J.K. Rowling and Labour row over trans rights. Scotland's Deputy First Minister praises author's bravery and admits she shares her views. Well, of course she shares her views, because Kate Forbes is a wee free. A wee free is a fundamental Christian element, that comes from the islands of, like the Hebrides or somewhere like that nobody ever visits these days, apart from Blackford and sheep. But yeah, so she comes from that kind of neck of the woods. So of course she's staunchly Christian. She's not going to believe in any of these LGBTQ stuff. And of course this guy goes, that's why I won't be voting SNP at the election. I want to vote for a pro-independence party that's progressive. What does progressive mean? That you just want to lie down and let people kick you? Because that appears to be what progressive means when all these people come out with it. I just don't get it. Yeah, he probably will. Somebody says, do you think Sunak will resign in the 5th? Yeah, he probably will. Oh, excuse me. If he still has a seat, he might not need to resign. He might lose his seat. Right. Got this coming up. I even have. Right. I've got lyrics for you, and I think I can. I don't know if I can post them in the chat, but I'll try. And I'm going to play this because I think it worked really quite well, especially the lyrics. The lyrics are brilliant. I didn't write all the lyrics. I just put in some key words. Apparently, that's the secret. Good prompting. So says my mentor, Adam. But I hope you like this, Adam. This is for you, mate. This is for you. Here we go. Oh, where is it? Here we go.
Ride on my bike all day, sniffing seats along the way, crashing people up for fun, underneath the summer sun. Reporting on the street, with my cycle through the heat, pedaling from dusk to dawn, singing my wanker song. I'm a bike wanker, sniffing seats like a bracer, crashing up the neighborhood. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, 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 I'm a rider round the blocker, rounding everyone I know. Oh, it feels so good. Round and round the block I go, watching everyone I know, sniffing every single seat, running fast, can't be beat. Pedal power in my veins, laughing through the summer rains. Not a care, no need to hide. I'm the wanker with bike pride. I'm a bike wanker, sniffing seats like a bracer, crashing up the neighborhood. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, 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 I'm a rider round the blocker, rounding everyone I know. Oh, it feels so good. Round and round the block I go, watching everyone I know, sniffing every single seat, riding fast, can't be beat. Pedal power in my veins, laughing through the summer rains. Not a care, no need to hide. I'm the wanker with bike pride. I'm a bike wanker, sniffing seats like a bracer, crashing up the neighborhood. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, 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 let it rack up in my veins, laughing through the summer rains. Not a care, no need to hide. I'm the wanker with my pride.
I didn't get to post the lyrics because some of them were blocked by YouTube, but I think that's just glorious. I'll read the first couple of verses if you'd like, because I just think it's glorious. I ride my bike all day, sniffing seats along the way, grassing people up for fun underneath the summer sun. Reporting on the street with my cycle through the heat, pedaling from dusk to dawn, singing my wanker's song. And the chorus, I'm a bike wanker, sniffing seats like a prankster, grassing up the neighborhood. Oh, it feels so good. It's just glorious. Yeah. So there you go, people. There you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I've had moderate fun. Over 200. What's what's happening? Oh, the Glastonbury thing. Expect a letter from Jeremy's lawyer. Well, that would be good if I had an address. Yeah. Anyway, check this out. I thought this one was quite funny to finish with. So what it does say, if you can't read it, is no prisoners kept in vans overnight. I thought that was quite witty. The wags. And anyway, it's been great. It's been great for me. Has it been great for you?
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.